Namaskar Swagatam. In the Bhagavata Mahatma, it's stated by Bhaktidevi to Narada Muni, Idam stanam parichaja videsham gamyate maya. And Bhaktidevi is saying to Narada that I will leave this place, Vrindavan, and travel throughout the world. We've heard a lot about Srila Prabhupada today and what he brought with him to America. 40 rupees, not very much, a bag of cereal, an umbrella, which was probably a good idea for the east coast of America, and a suitcase with his clothes in it, etc. But he also brought with him volumes and many trunks of Srimad Bhagavatams. And that reference about the Srimad Bhagavatam, or about Bhakti Devi, is about spreading the glories of Bhagavatam. So that was something that Srila Prabhupada did. For the first time, he brought the Srimad Bhagavatam to the Western world. And of course, he also established the Srimad Bhagavatam class in every ISKCON temple every day. So he was fulfilling this ancient prediction of Bhakti Devi to Narada, mentioned many, many eons ago. Srila Prabhupada was actually filling that prediction as well as everything else that he did. So dear citizens of Calcutta and dear citizens of Bengal, as time goes by, it's the time of our lives. And time is so precious, our lives are so precious. Therefore, it's so important to choose wisely what we do with our time, what we do with our lives. Srila Prabhupada, he chose to leave India at the advanced age of 70. He faced extraordinary challenges. We've already heard about the heart attacks, the strokes. Also, his dictaphone was once stolen from him when he was in New York City. So he faced extraordinary challenges. And there was another one that some of you may have heard about, the concept of, the term was shock jocks. I don't know if anybody knows what that means, but it means a presenter on a television show or a radio show who's very heavy, very strong and challenging and wanting to defeat. So Srila Prabhupada, he was once asked to go on a radio show in Los Angeles. And the devotee said to him, no, Prabhupada, don't go on that show. That chap who runs it, he's very, very heavy, very, very strong. And Srila Prabhupada said, oh, will I get the chance to mention Krishna's name? And the devotee said, well, yes, you'll probably get the chance to do that. And Srila Prabhupada said, okay, no problem, then I'll go on. So Prabhupada went on the radio show. It was scheduled for 15 minutes, his slot like that. And when he went on, the first question that this chap, his name was Joe Pine. And Joe asked Prabhupada, he said, in a very disrespectful way, he said, oh Swamiji, what have you come to America to teach us? Look at the death rate in India. And Srila Prabhupada responded and said, yes, the death rate is 100% everywhere. And Joe was a little taken aback by that. And then he said, oh Swamiji, I've been reading some of your books, and you say that the earth is flat. And Srila Prabhupada responded and said, well, it is everywhere I walk. And now, Joe Pine, he was becoming a little flummoxed. And then he said, well, Swamiji, what would happen if everybody in the world became a Hare Krishna? And Prabhupada said, don't worry, Joe. There'll always be rascals like you who won't. So he faced many challenges, many challenges. But Srila Prabhupada, his feat, it was a supernatural feat from someone descending from a kingdom beyond these skies, all the way from Krishna Loka. And that's what he did. He effectively left Krishna Loka, left Vrindavan to come to the West. And he did it essentially for one reason. And we heard it very eloquently mentioned by Tulsi Gabbard. But he came basically for one reason, to give us out of his compassion, the ultimate understanding of liberation, knowing the difference between matter and spirit, knowing that we are all eternal spiritual beings, knowing that our association with matter brings nothing but inconvenience and botheration, and knowing that the ultimate secret to eternal happiness is selfless service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I saw many posters here this week while I've been in Calcutta, and they say, the Bengali who brought the world to Bengal. Well, as you know, Srila Prabhupada was a completely selfless person. So he hasn't actually brought them all to Bengal. Rather, he left some of them for you and me to also bring to Bengal. So, as this is the time of our lives, please consider using it to help in this great mission started 50 years ago today by Srila Prabhupada. And there's no excuse now, no excuse of all, because after all, we're now in the Guinness Book of Records. As a boy, I used to watch a program on the BBC called The Record Breakers. And it was all about the Guinness Book of Records, breaking records, getting into the Guinness Book of Records. I never thought that I would get into the Guinness Book of Records. So now I'm going to write to the BBC, ask them to start that. Oh, please consider taking on this glorious mission. Swami Prabhupada Ki! Go Premanandi! Hari Hari Bo! Thank you.